And welcome to Hollywood Smoke in Santa Monica. I'm Steve Kim on behalf of Michael Baca and Doug Fischer. Welcome to 10 Count. June 4th on HBO from the StubHub Center, we have a classic Mexican battle for the WBC 130-pound belt. Francisco Vargas takes on Orlando Salido. Mike, we know what happened with the drug test positive for clenbuterol with Francisco Vargas while in Mexico. Should this fight be taking place?
I think it should. It was funny, the NFL released a statement to all its players 2 days after that, telling their players that there is tainted meat in Mexico, and it's a real thing, and it's a real problem that these professional athletes are having. Since then, there was a story on the Los Angeles Times this morning. Vargas has been tested and passed 5 times since that initial drug test. So yeah, I think it's fine. It should go on. Yes.
I think there's
Vargas
a precedent.
will be the cleanest boxer in the entire sport worldwide when he steps into that ring on June 4th.
Yeah. Doug, looking at that press conference at Olvera Street about 6 weeks ago, one thing struck me. Vargas has a decided size advantage still. I mean, he's much bigger than Salido.
He's a natural junior lightweight who could probably fight at lightweight, whereas Salido was probably at his best as a featherweight. Having said that, Salido's the kind of guy who finds a way to give everybody problems. I mean, it doesn't matter what your style is. His style is that of a pressure fighter and a well-schooled pressure-fighting volume puncher who punches with awkward, damaging combinations. He works the body better than most fighters today. He works body-head combinations together. He's not as technical doing that as, say, Chocolatito Gonzalez. He's not on that level, but he's almost as effective. And in a way, he makes his roughness and his awkwardness work for him, because you're not just dealing with punches down low and up high and landing in sort of illegal places. You're dealing with his elbows, his shoulders, and his forehead. He comes in with that forehead, and a fighter like Francisco Vargas, technically sound, good timing, really good accuracy, good power, world-class power. Doesn't have the one-hitter quitter, but he gets a lot of respect with his power. One of his problems is that he's got the kind of bone structure where you don't have to hit him with a great shot for his eyes to swell up or for him to cut. That's going to be a problem in this fight.
But I think wear and tear is big. I know that the Takmura fight, where obviously Vargas was banged up, and that orbital bone really got bruised up. It got cut wide open. Salido's one of my favorite fighters of this past generation. There's a guy that literally has been a fighter for more than half his life, learned on the job. But one thing I've noticed the last 2.5 years, guys, he hits the canvas a lot.
Yeah, he sure
does. And that suggests to me a lot of miles on the odometer. And I've learned this from Maca Foley, the late great trainer. The legs are the first things to go. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is a danger zone for him. He's got to get to round 4 relatively unscathed, because I don't know if he's going to be able to take the strength and power.
He's got to get warmed up. He's got to get that momentum going. Once he gets that momentum going, he's hard to stop. You're right. He's been dropped more than any other world-class fighter in recent memory.
And found ways to win.
Here's the thing. He gets dropped, but he gets up.
Yeah.
Even when he's being dominated, as he was against Mikey Garcia, he got up from those knockdowns, and he was putting enough heat on Garcia to where when Garcia had that eye injury or that cut, that corner was like, you know what? You could probably fight on, but let's not. You're ahead on the scorecards. That was their acknowledging that Salido was a monster. And one thing I notice about his knockdowns, they often occur when he's facing second-tier guys. And I think he doesn't train, or he doesn't bring the same mindset to those fights as he does when he steps up and fights the Rocky Martinez's or the Vasyl Lomachenko's or the Yuri Orcus Gamboa's or whatever. And I know he's been dropped in some of those fights, but not as often as he has against some of these journeymen that he's fought in recent years. So I think Vargas is in for a fight.
I think that if it goes to the late rounds, I want to see how Vargas's eye holds up. But I'm telling you, boy, I hate to do this, but I have to be fair. I think Salido, this is his last stand. I think he's game. I think he has his moments. But, Mike, I think that Vargas is the younger, fresher fighter.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good thing is Salido will never give up. He's a stickler. He loves drama. I mean, the knockdowns prove it. He gets up every time, and sometimes he knocks his opponent down. With this fight being at the StubHub Center, it seems like Golden Boy Promotions is trying to create a fight of the year here. And I think they have a very possible candidate, and I would not miss that fight.
Doug, is there a better outdoor venue in America than the StubHub?
No, there isn't. I can't think of one.
Yeah.
And I can't think of a better fight for this particular venue. Yeah. You have two Mexicans, two guys who are very well known to Southern California fight fans. They've trained here. They've lived here, and they've trained here, and it's close to being sold out. I think this past weekend, I think there were maybe 1,000 tickets left, so I think there will be 8,000 strong, maybe a little overflow there to witness this main event and the undercard. And I agree, it's probably going to be Salido's last stand, but he will go down swinging.
All right, thank you, Doug. On behalf of Mike Baca and Mr. Doug Fischer, this is Steve Kim saying till the next 10 count, goodbye, everybody.